Good morning. Okay, surprise stream, but I had a little time this morning before I have to head out, and I really want to work on this prison. So we're gonna do that. I have about an hour and a half. I have to be out of here by 11:30. So we'll see what we can get done. So if you weren't here last time, we are building a prison with the new Adventure Awaits, or right, Adventure Awaits, expansion pack. So we put it in Strangerville over on this old Penelope lot. We'll rename that. I'm not sure what we're going to call the prison yet. Um, but we looked at a few different lots. It feels like the most prison-esque world, if you ask me. But this or maybe Oasis Springs. But I don't know. There's just already enough weird stuff happening. I have my little trailer mansion over here inspired by Fallout, so it just feels like it should be here. I wanted to build it in the crater, but unfortunately, you cannot edit that lot. So let's get some cheats going. Oops, maybe I gotta spell true right. Testing cheats true. True. EB dot show. And what we're gonna try and do today is really we're just getting a lay of the land. I didn't go in and do any kind of detail. I mean, we're gonna go into debug and pull out trash and cracks and, drips on the wall. But right now I'm just kind of trying to get like the basis for everything. Um, Ignore game. Sorry, I can't do two things at once. Gameplay unlocks entitlement. Entitlement. Okay. So just a quick overview from what we did last time. So here's the prison. I'm thinking we're gonna put some windows. I know probably a real prison doesn't have windows, but it just looks so flat, and I feel like it needs a little something. But the idea is that this is the little guard station when you walk in. We didn't actually put anything in there yet. And then we have these guard towers in the. I was gonna do every corner, but this just felt like enough. There's really nothing happening over here. Um, and then you come in the front here. We have our booking area. We have the little check-in desk. You hand in your stuff. Waiting cells, holding cells. We have the common area where they can eat, play cards, all their cells. Here's where you can get your food. Through this set of doors, we've got a little gym and the showers. I didn't put bathrooms because each of the cells has a toilet and a sink in it. This is going to be the yard. I didn't do anything with that yet either. I think over here we were talking about doing laundry. Um, I've just to disclosure, I've never been to a prison, so I am going fully off of TV shows that I have watched. And they're always doing laundry, and I don't know if that's like a common thing, but I figured I'd put a laundry room. So if we go upstairs, we've got more cells. I made them all exactly the same. I might put a couple little like different things on the walls or whatever just to differentiate. And then we have this side, which no idea, no clue what we're gonna do there yet. And this side, which I definitely want the middle to be the warden's office. I feel like he should have a big window, like overseeing this whole thing. Probably a loudspeaker. Maybe I'll use the one from the high school years pack. But this is a really big area, so I don't know what we're gonna do with that. And I realized I missed a spot down here too, where this will be like the med bay. So I think that's where we're gonna start with today, just because I think that's gonna be one of the easier ones to complete. Um, let's get started. The cool thing with Adventure Awaits is that you get to set everyone's titles and everyone's like tasks. So I can literally set inmates and make their tasks to, play cards, sleep, eat, whatever, work out. I can make their schedule the different, activities that they might experience, and then I can have the warden. I can have guards, that will go around and clean and fix things and So I think you can set their outfits and everything. It's just really customizable. I mean, all of the things I've seen people building with this pack so far have been like nice, you know, summer camps and spa retreats, and my mind immediately goes, let's build a prison. So let's see. This is going to be the med bay. So let's get some. I know Get to Work has those actual like hospital beds, and that feels like probably a good starting point. We probably don't need the surgery table. Yeah, like these. Probably put a few of these in here. They come in different colors. None of them are like dirty, but that one feels like it could be perceived that way. And then we'll hang some curtains from the ceiling to separate, you know, the different. Let's see, you come in here, so maybe they're along the back wall. Do 3 of them. And then we can find, not under Get to Work, but in curtains. I don't remember what pack that came with, but there are curtains that hang as a divider. It might be with the Dine Out pack, actually. And they might not be in curtains. Let's try divider. Yes. They're a little fancy looking, but maybe we have, yeah, just plain white. Can we raise this? What is underneath this? I don't know. The warden's office, maybe? I forgot to put move objects on, too. We're gonna need that. Great. Now I lost my curtain. There. I don't even really... You know what I could do? Is maybe we can layer them? No, because it has that bar across the top, so it kind of... Maybe it's more like that. Right? They don't go all the way to the floor. We'll have to figure out what that's going to clip with, because that's going to go through the ceiling. So maybe we can put something there to hide that, because I really feel like these curtains add what we're looking for. And this one's just too high. Oh. Never mind. Ignore me. There's literally a middle ground option that we can use. Yeah, I think that's fine. Should we do across the front too? Nah. It's prison. They don't get that much privacy. All right, so there's those. Let's go back to Get to Work and see what other kind of medical doctory things we have. Go. Like a little medical cart. There should probably be some kind of testing panel, or I don't know what you want to call it, like a little, you know, with all the lights blinking. And I don't know if, oh, here's a saline bag. That's a good one. On this side. Oh, see, that bothers me now because it's it's not symmetrical. Maybe we just do 2 and make this side something else. Lab canisters. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's actually medical as long as it looks medical. Put an x-ray machine in here, maybe? You know what? I have a better idea. Hold on. because the door's on this wall, I think we can probably move these over here and it might be a little bit better. Right? 3 and 3. Yep. And then we can put yeah, that feels better. And then we can put this one over here. And then we have our testing. I don't know why my brain says because this computer is here that this shouldn't be facing the wall. So we're going to put it there. That's an invention maker. I don't think we need that in prison. Let's see if any of this stuff looks medical. We can always size it down too to like make it look more like we're, oh, here, these are good. This feels hospital to me. Although I do kind of like these on the walls just because they're dim. Makes it kind of spooky. Spooky's not the right word. Eerie, I guess. I'd imagine prison's not feeling like a vacation. All right, let's see what else we got. I know we get the skeleton with this pack, so I definitely want him. Should we put the surgery table? Maybe just to fill some space. I don't know if they would really be doing surgery in prison, though. The chem lab, probably. We'll figure out a place for that, because I don't really like that here yet. We'll probably have to put some dividers in here to make it flow a little bit better. The analyzer. Wormhole generator. We probably don't need a wormhole in prison. A medical treadmill. Nah. Oh, this would be kind of funny. Hold on. This would be kind of funny to put in here because they're, you know, security guards and whatever. Why does it do that? I pick something and then it takes my... Oh, no, it didn't. This is just all from Get to Work. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Here's some little instruments. Where was that little side table? Because I think that would be a good... This guy. I'm thinking we put this in here. And then we can put some of like those little medical tools on there. Honestly, they look kind of bad. Like the texture of them is kind of bad. And they're too big. Can we rotate them and make them? No, they're just kind of bad. We'll get rid of those. We put a seeing eye chart on here. Does this have other swatches? Oh, it's just the same thing though. I do like the idea of maybe this goes above there so people know that this is the med bay. It'd probably be hand sanitizer. Paper towels. Maybe we'll put like a little sink. There was a sink up here, I think. I saw one. Should we put a baby bassinet? I mean, babies get born in prison. I feel like I'd rather do a counter with a matching cabinet. Probably just something like this. Actually, doesn't this have a dirty swatch? Yes. Gray or tan? I think. I kind of like the tan just because it matches these guys. We could always change the walls in here too. And then we want the upper cabinet that matches. Maybe this goes more on this wall. Part of me wants to put like this trash can, not really for use, but for to look like a biohazards disposal or something. Right? It's not exact, but maybe it kind of gives us the vibe. Pile of trash. All right, we're going to get into all that later. But I'm definitely going to... You know what? Maybe this should be higher. Will it let me put it higher? Yeah, it will. Okay, good. Let's see how we feel about that. And then we need a sink. Yep, that's fine. Maybe we do one more cabinet. And we can put some medical clutter on there. There's probably more stuff in debug for that too. So maybe I'll just leave it for now. And then we'll come back and clutter it up. Tissues might not be a bad idea. Maybe tissues can go over here. Like, this is diapers, but it says who? You know, there's Q-tips. You can't really tell that it's diapers. Hold on, my Q-tip's like falling off the counter. Let's scoot him in a little. There we go. There would probably be a desk of some sort. And then maybe we can put that by the desk. Let's go see. I don't really like the idea of a glass desk. I don't feel it's realistic. Maybe we'll use this one. Again, we don't really want them to use this. So I think we're going to... We can put a chair in here, that's fine. But I think I don't really want to put a computer there. And if I do, maybe we can find a way to like lock it for everybody. Like it's not available to anyone. I actually prefer... There's a little like rolly stool that you can get. And I think it gives more doctor's office. Where are you? This one. All right. So what can we put on top of here that looks like a computer, but isn't functional like a computer? Oh, these are the new butterflies. I like the containers they put them in. All right, computer, computer, computer. Something that looks like a computer. I don't hate the idea of something like this either. Like they're doing testing. Probably kind of realistic. Just don't know where does it make sense? It's right in the middle. Also not the same colors, which kind of bothers me. Oh, I can make this green to match. All right, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Computer. We're looking for something that can mimic a computer that they cannot use or function like a computer. That is not the same. Nope. I keep thinking that's a screen, but it's just the top of the lid. This looks too fancy to be like, right? Or is that kind of good? I almost feel like it's kind of good. It almost looks like decontamination. Like, oh my gosh, I just remembered. We got canvas walls. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is going to have to change everything. Because we can do a half wall, and we can use... okay, so we'll have to go find it here, I guess. Is this it? Intense canvas wall. And then for the top, that's going to be the problem. But maybe we can... I wish they would make it so that, like, you don't have a wall trim. Like, why do we need one? And why does it have to stick off the edge? So frustrating. Although... can we... probably not. But... can we alt place a wall? Throw this over here. I don't think we can. No, it needs to click to something. Bummer. All right. We'll probably make this lower too. Yeah, maybe that's not how we're going to do this. Let's see if we have curtains that might be a better fit. That's going to be the problem. This would be perfect, but sizing it down, it won't let you lower it. So we kind of have to find something that's already the right size or something that's too small that we can size up. Shears don't feel like the move here. That's pretty good. Do we have white? We do. Is it giving the same energy as the half wall? Kinda. Kinda is. But is it slightly better? I think it might be. Because then we're going to have to do the same thing on the end here. I mean, maybe it's not that bad. I feel like I'm probably overreacting a little bit. I don't love the wood, but what are our options, you know? We don't, everything's going to have something at the top of it. This is like very, very white. I think that's probably as good as it's going to get. One last look. Make sure there's nothing we're missing. Nope, I think that's that. Okay, sorry, distracted. So we're looking for something that can mimic a computer that is not a computer, because I don't want the Sims that visit here to just sit on the computer the whole time. And they will. They love a computer. Not even kidding. Every single sim I make, unless I'm making a sim that's truly like into games, I set their likes and dislikes. I make them dislike video games just so they won't go sit on the computer all day. Because boy, do they love to. Could I potentially do this? Hold on. If we size it up, it's massive. But there's a oh geez, what did I just do? Sorry about that. There's a keyboard that came with Simsy's pack. So really, oh, but it stands up. It's like a display. And this one's like a piano. Yeah. All right, never mind. That's not going to work. What about... I mean... I don't even know if this will let me put it here. Must be placed on specific object. That's dumb. All right, we're going to debug. You win. You win, debug. Let's see if we have anything in here that's computer-esque. Or even better, and a debug computer that truly won't work. We're going to need that guy. See, these actually function, so I don't want to use those. Not looking good. Here's a tablet, but I'm afraid that might... I mean, it says debug. Let's try cats and dogs, because I know it's people, but there is all the vet stuff too that maybe we can use somewhere, you know? Like this is just like tongue depressors and stuff, so this could be used. We are going to alt place that because we don't need it to be in the middle of the counter. There we go. Let's go back this way. Turn the grid off because I don't like the grid. Like these are great, but I wish they were people. Same with this. Like, can't give me a person's arm. It's gotta be a dog. This is good though. This is better than those other tools we were looking at. We'll use that. Even this, like, okay, it kind of has dog treats on it, but you can't really tell. I mean, they could be little, I don't know, pom-poms or something. And honestly, I think some of the best debug comes from Brindleton Bay. It's probably one of my, it might be my favorite world to build in. Oh, mousetrap. I wonder if, yeah, that will show. You know what? That's really funny. Like, we could put mousetraps around here just to make it look grubby. Probably by the trash cans. Now, in real life, would they put mousetraps in a prison? Probably not. Because inmates are creative and they would find a way to use them in the wrong way. But in The Sims, I think it's kind of a fun little detail to throw some mousetraps around. All right. We've gotten distracted again. Where's the med bay? All right. So we have, you come in. Oh, I don't feel good. Okay. You get admitted. Doctor washes their hands, comes to see you, does some testing, blah, blah, blah. Computer. Darn computer. Computer glasses. I didn't even know that was a thing. How do you get those? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty much going to have to be. I could put maybe one of those research machines instead, and people might be less likely to use it. It also looks like an old-timey computer, which is kind of cool. I guess we'll try that. We'll see if maybe they'll leave it alone. I'm not too hopeful, but the paperwork on this side since it's over here. Maybe a dirty coffee mug. Important paper clutter. I feel like we have enough paper clutter. Honestly, could even do like little canisters or something. Maybe a folder. That's fine. That's good. Okay, let's get some flooring because there's no flooring in here. Do we want to take the wood flooring from there or the linoleum from everywhere else? Probably the linoleum makes sense, right? I am thinking about maybe a divider here. Oops. Just for some privacy, maybe? I feel like realistically... Maybe this goes over here, too. Let's do another one of those. Go get another baby thing. Right? And then they have their little office space. Throw another light over there. This go over here too, you think? Would that be like private? No, you know what? That back. I think we'll put some filing cabinets, maybe. I don't think it's called... Nothing in The Sims is called what it should be called. But they came with Get to Work too. Here they are. I do like the idea of a couple of these, maybe. Do another one. Put them down a little, maybe. Right? I think that feels pretty good. Let's rearrange some of the lights. So I'm thinking a light here. Light here. Make sure they're all the same height as well. Alright, and then these guys need to go up, up. Or maybe these lights aren't here, and instead we use the hanging lights. Those are fine. I like how dim they are. Alright, I think that's the med bay finished. I feel pretty good about it. I'm leaning towards this needing something. Maybe, you know what? Let's take another one of these cabinets. Let's throw some of them over there. Or, hold on, we can actually do maybe the long version of this. Is that better? One, maybe. I feel like the color's wrong. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, I think that looks better. Put a couple of those there. Alright. I think that's pretty good. Like I said, we'll come back and add general grime and drips and all that later. But I think that's the med bay finished. So let's move on to the laundry room. I feel like maybe there should be like a spot for trash too. So maybe you come in this hallway and then this way is trash and this way is laundry. Let's see. Also, real quick, need to put security cameras in here. All right. I feel like the cells would have dim. That's got to go up one. I'll fix it. All right, let's check our time. 10:44. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good on time. And then we're going to need these up here. That's pretty good. All right, laundry. Where am I? Side. There's also, forget where they are. Might be under wall decorations. There's little like facilities signs that tell you, oh, trash can or toilet or gym, for example. I would like to put those around if we can. I don't know where they are. There they are. Yeah, so see, we've got toilet. Don't feed the cow plant. Maybe we'll do this for medical. I do like the glowing one, though. Maybe we just put it on the doors. Although this would be nice to keep it consistent. That's the way out. This way to... Coffee? No, no coffee in there. Trash, no trash. Mail. I could have swore there was one for gym. Oh, the showers are that way, so maybe I'll do that. This should actually be exit. And there's none for like office, so maybe I'll just make this like mail. This is cooking. Do not feed the cow plant. Maybe I should put a cow plant in the yard. That'd be kind of funny. Oh no, this should be the food. There was one for stairs. I mean, if you can't see the stairs, probably shouldn't be on the stairs, but... That's stairs going up. Do we have a stairs going down? Nope. So we'll put it there. I don't know where it's stairs going up. I mean, maybe there. You can see the stairs. We don't have one for laundry specifically. So we'll put the one for garbage. That's going to be this way. Get some doors. And then this way can be... There was one for washing your hands. I guess that's kind of like laundry. All right. All right, laundry room. Now there is a beat up swatch for these two, I thought. Maybe not. Is there one with a coin slot? There it is. Maybe we'll just do the double stacks. I like to do it where it's washers on one side, dryers on the other, because I feel like that's realistic. But in The Sims, it doesn't let you stack washers with washers. So it might be easier to just do it this way. And then we're going to need a lot of tables. The actual hampers, I wish they had less nice ones, but because laundry's going to fill up fast here, I would think. And something I learned is that you only want to put hampers in your laundry rooms. And then all the clothes, every time they change, will collect here. In other words, they have to walk around their whole house and, or in this case, the whole prison, and collect laundry, which is not what we're going to do. We want a folding table. Actually, there's some, hold on, before we get any further. There is some laundry soap, and here's like a little cleaning. But there is like a jug of laundry soap, and I would like to put it in here on the tables and stuff, and on top of the washer and dryer. Yeah. We'll do the green one. We'll throw some piles of laundry around. Put some folded, we'll pretend they're uniforms because we know that you don't have a collared shirt in prison for sure. This can go over here. All right, let's get some tables. That's way too cute for prison. This one's maybe a little bit better. The basket's still pretty cute. Surfaces, and I think it's under miscellaneous. There's like a folding table. That's not it, but that's a close option too. Maybe it is under dining tables. Yep, it is. No, that's the same one. It's the same table. Maybe this is the one I was thinking of. I thought they had like a legit plastic folding table, but this could be fine. Let's see what other colors it comes in. Honestly, this is our best for folding. We'll stick with this. Let's put a couple tables in here. There we go. Some towels. What do I want to search? Clothes? Thought we had more piles of like folded. Let's try the word folded. Yep, see, there is more. It's all very colorful. I guess we'll stick with this. And probably more towels. All right, and then maybe it would be kind of funny, actually. These little like hang in there posters. But there is like actual these. It tells you like right on it. Paradise Falls. If you're ever feeling down, think about Paradise Falls. Grin and bear it. Like maybe these would be. Is that mean? Is that kind of cruel? Inspirational mouse poster. Just remember, this mouse was like you once, and now he's free. I don't know. I feel like we need something on the wall here. Should I just look at shelves? I should probably just look at shelves. They're not gonna have like art, you know, like graffiti. They don't have spray paint. Yeah, I guess let's just look at shelves. This is kind of good. We could put this somewhere. Can we? Maybe we can't. Don't really have any space. Just thinking wall shelves. Hmm. Like I said, that one's too cute. Ah. Don't know. We need something on this wall, though. Maybe just a big vent. No shoes. Baskets. I don't know. Oof, too big. Right? Maybe just like a vent? I mean, it is a laundry room. Put it on the outside too. Kind of fills the space a little bit. So realistically, they're not going to have decorations. They're not going to have art. The only other thing I could think is maybe a bulletin board, but even that, I mean, I guess you figure the people that are allowed to do laundry for work, probably it's like a privilege. So they're not going to be stealing thumbtacks and everything. You hope. I don't know. This is The Sims. It doesn't matter. These people aren't actually criminals. They're going to visit here and play criminal, but... thinking too far into it. All right, let's get some lights. Perfect. Nice and dim and spooky. There we go. All right, I think that's laundry done. Pretty good. Trash, I mean, I am literally just thinking of putting maybe a dumpster in here. Maybe we could put like a garage door or something, and they would, you know, come in and pick it up that way. How I dumped your father. Or maybe the dumpsters are out here. And in here is just trash cans. And I'll put actual, like, trash bags and stuff. Like these. Cycling. Oh, this is literally just trash. I can't delete this? Oh, okay, great. Well, be careful when you place trash because, it cannot be picked up. There, that's more what I was picturing. Like an actual trash bag. Alright, I think that's, discarded food. Alright. Oh, a shady trash can. Hold on. I like that better. I wonder if we could put like some stuff like this in here. Just like, oh, broken chair, or maybe out by the dumpster. What if I search broken? All right, I'm pretty good with that. All right, we're almost done with the downstairs. So let's look at maybe the yard. Really, I'm not planning on putting too much out here. I'm thinking maybe a basketball hoop, if we can find one that's kind of grubby. And probably like a football, soccer ball, maybe. I wish we had, like, I know we have weights, but I wish we had like a, I don't even know what they're called, but like a bench press thing. You always see those in the movies, you know? There's a football. So this one is kind of dinged up, which is nice. I appreciate the dinged up look. Be great if the net and stuff was ripped too, but that's okay. We can work with it. Soccer ball, football. I don't know. I'm picturing like maybe there's pavement, but the grass is like growing over it. Probably wouldn't be like that though. If anything, maybe it's just, oop, that. Maybe it's just like some mud from them running around. Or maybe we just leave it as is. What else would be out here? Probably some benches. We can give them some benches from... Oops. Oop. There we go. Maybe a picnic table? I think that's fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be much. Should we throw some plants out here maybe? Probably not, right? There wouldn't be... And nothing really except some grass, maybe? Even that looks like weird. Needs to be more sparse. I mean, there might be some in debug, but I don't really think it needs it. I think that's fine. All right, so that's the downstairs done. Something I'd really like to do before we finish this off here and then move upstairs is I want to do the... Hello. Yes, dirt basketball court. It's fine. It's prison. Now that you're here, would you like a tour? Wow, wow, wow. My biggest fans. Here, guys. Welcome to prison. So you go through here, you check in with the guards. They're like, okay, go in. You get your picture taken. You get to hang out in this little cell while the nice lady behind the desk. Aw, I love you. While the nice lady checks you in. And you come through here, and you can play cards or hang out with your buddies. There's all my cells. Here's where you can get some food. I went through and put little mouse traps behind the trash cans. If you need to go see medical, because, you know, maybe you got punched in the nose for mouthing off to somebody, you come here and see the nurse. You go the other way. If you're on good behavior, you can go work in the laundry room. Here's the laundry room. Or you can work with the trash. Hold on, I gotta put walls down for this one. Here's the trash. Come outside. And then upstairs, we've got more cells. And then we've got 2 spaces. So maybe you guys can help me because this side, I'm thinking, should be the warden. And the warden's gonna look over a nice college. Yeah. Right. You get an education. I'm thinking this will be the warden's office, and I'll put, like, big windows here. There's actually... They came with the private investigator career that look like mirrors, but from this side, they're windows. So that feels kind of realistic. So then this would be the warden's office. But I don't know what to do on this side. Like, what do we do here? Because if I put 2 more cells, these corners are useless. So I want this to be something. But I'm not sure. We already have... Oh, I did showers. Sorry, I missed that part. So you come back here. Boom. Showers. Showers and a little gym. With lots of security. So I don't know what to put up there. I did laundry, I did trash, I did showers, I did a gym. We've got the outside. Oh, okay. An armory for the guards. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea because we got stuff from the Star Wars pack, which is arguably, people do not like the Star Wars pack, but there's once in a while, there's a purpose for it. And I think this could be that time because we have weapons. So yeah, I could definitely do an armory. There's this kind of stuff. So yeah, that could be a fun idea. The problem, well, actually it's good too because those don't have any gameplay associated with them. So when, oh yeah, visitations. You're so smart. I didn't even think about that. Well, now I'm considering visitations would probably be near the front. But we definitely should have that. Oh, I don't want to move the med bay though because like that's done. I really want to do that now because that's a good idea. But I feel like making people come in and then it's like, oh, you got to go all the way upstairs to visit. Making the visitors walk all the way through the prison feels wrong. Maybe thinking about bumping out the front here and just making this. Ugh. I'm thinking. Okay, I think what we're gonna do. What time is it? Okay, 11:14. I gotta get off soon because I am going to Uncle Rob's to visit with Brian and Ashley and Miss Ellis. Oops, wrong room. What if we did... Hold on. Bear with me here. 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 Put this in the corner. Close that. And then we do a room. Hold on. I'm getting it. I think I know what I'm doing. We're gonna do... Yeah. Okay. We're gonna make this skinnier. And what we're gonna do is put it off of here. Because then, ideally, they could come... The prisoners could come through this hallway and the visitors would come in from here. That's good. And this we will center. Because why wasn't it centered to begin with? I don't know. Who built this place? Okay, so that's good. So then we have... Oops. Oh. I don't know how I keep doing that, but... There we go. So then we have the guards, right? Which maybe they have an entrance over here. I'll fix all that in there. So then we have the guards. You come in, you check in with them. If you have visitation, you go in here. And maybe this is even a little bit bigger. And this... Maybe something like that. One more. One more wall. Too big. And then this could be... And we have these doors there, single doors. We're gonna need some of these. All right, I'm going to delete this wall just so I can see what I'm doing. We need some windows. And some chairs. Time is it? 11:19. Okay. Gotta keep moving. These guys get folding chairs because, you know, prison. I hope they're able to move there, but we'll figure that out later. Let's go look at some shelves because I think our best bet would be do something like this. There we go. And then we even have phones. This was a great idea, so thank you for this. I knew I was missing something. I'm going to do the armory too because I really don't know what else to use that space for. And it makes sense being up there near the wardens that would be there. Maybe even like barracks for the guards. Put the wall back. All right, we need some lights. And they need comfy chairs on this side. I think this even has... No, it doesn't. But there is... Hold on. I'm pretty sure there's a folding chair like this that's like beat up and gross. It wouldn't be this far down because these are expensive. Maybe it's this guy. No. I was pretty sure there was a beat up gross chair. I mean, there's this, but that's like, that's a little excessive. Oh, here. It came with Love Struck. Hold on. See the difference? These have like some grime to them. Or more grime. There we go. So now there's with walls up. We've got visitation. Good idea. Thank you again. Of course. Yeah, do one more of these windows. What time is it? Okay, I gotta get out of here. Time flies when you're having fun. And then, guys, my plan for you guys is I'm hoping to be home halfway early, which is why I'm going so early. And that way can eat dinner and then play some games tonight. But I will let you know because I do need to clock into work as well. I forget for what, but I know there was something and it was important. Heck yeah. All right. I'm going to call it there. So next time I will... This is going to be an armory / guard barracks. And then this is going to be... Which maybe I could put some guard barracks in here because the warden's office is excessive. Like, this is way too big. But we'll figure that out. So thank you guys for watching. Oh, wait a minute. We're not going anywhere until I fix this because that looks insane. There we go. And then this I need to fix too. Hold on. I could be a couple minutes late. There we go. Okay, now I can take a break. All right, until next time, I will talk to you all later. Found an oopsie. Oh, there's a lot of oopsies. Trust me. I'll find more. But for now, this is good. It's a good stopping point. Thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.